My dearest Paula, I've been thinking about the past again. About the long-lost friends, our ambitions and achievements. I've been thinking about my mistakes, too. I might have found a way to undo them. A new project I've been working on. Your old man needs your help, Paula. There's some things I've been meaning to tell you. So I ask you to come to Sulislav. Your friends will be happy to see you. Loving father, Joseph Zagorski.
The plane's engine is hooked up to that diagnostics panel. For testing purposes, most likely. How's it going, Manfred?
Apollonia, mein Gott! It's good to see you.
You too, handsome. Still building my dad's mad designs, I see.
And you're still flying them. What brings you to Sulislav? Not much to do in the capital?
Father sent me a letter. He wants to discuss something about that Valkyria Dominion and some new research he's doing. Apparently it's important.
Well, if someone knows how to deal with these bastards, it's Professor Zagorski. You'll probably find him in his workshop. I'd join you, but I still have to finish up with this engine.
Sure. Keep it up, Manny. I wanted to ask you something, though. Mind if I borrow that roll of duct tape from your workstation?
Sorry, Paula. I've got to have the tape on standby until I figure out what's causing the engine to overheat.
Have you checked the fluid level?
To the milliliter.
The voltage on the power output?
Within parameters.
The airflow?
Perfect circulation.
Well then, I'm stumped. If we're to figure this out, some hot coffee is in order. I'll bring you a cup.
Danke. Coffee's the fuel of good ideas.
I can't help but wonder, how did you end up as my dad's assistant?
Half luck, half misfortune. I used to be a test pilot in Hamburg.
That was before the Loyalist secession, right?
Yeah, seeing how I did not want to march under Valkyria's banner, I fled to Kiev. There, I got my pilot license and learned the craft. When I saw your father's planes in action during the Operation Eagle's flight, I knew I wanted to fly in one of them.
And here you are. Fascinating. You know anything about this Valkyria? Father seems pretty concerned with her.
I had the dubious pleasure of meeting her, back when it was just a counting machine. She used to help us with aerodynamics calculations. She did a lot of heavy math, actually, overseeing factories, market predictions, and the like.
I know that much, but how do you get from that to ruling an army?
The more data was fed to her, the smarter she became, to the point where she could almost tell the future. Eventually, a group calling themselves the Loyalists decided that her judgment is so impeccable that she should have political power. They've got supporters in France, Germany, even Britain. You know the rest.
To think that the faction in control of half of Europe is taking orders from a machine.
We'll see how it goes. The future's not yet written, Paula.
Keep it up, Manny.
You too, Paula.
I could always use a roll of duct tape. The plane's engine is hooked up to that diagnostics panel. For That's Philip, Sulislav's Chamberlain. I think he's been here as long as the palace itself. Hey, Dad has finally switched to a hover car. Einstein didn't invent those anti-grav generators for nothing. Hi, Philip.
Good morning, Miss Paula. Your father has informed me that you'll be arriving at Sulislav, but it seems he himself forgot.
Lost in his work again?
Alas, it would appear so. he locked himself in his workshop again. You know how he gets when he focuses on something.
No worries, Philip. I'll find a way to get to him.
Thank you. That annoying little automaton may help you with that.
Pascal, where is he?
Last I've seen him, he was in the dining room, disassembled. Quite a mess your father has made.
I'll be sure to check on him soon. Once again, where can I find my dad?
Professor Zagorski is in his workshop. Unfortunately, he locked himself in and is not responding to knocking.
Don't you have the keys to the entire palace?
Keys? Yes. However, Professor decided to put an electric lock on his door. If there's anyone here who can open those, it's that pesky little robot, Pascal.
Where did you say I can find Pascal?
Last I've seen him, he was in the dining room, disassembled. Quite a mess,
That sounds gruesome.
Not really, unless you consider the disarray he left behind. Professor has turned Pascal off for a bit. I don't know if he got around to it, but the robot is still sitting on the table.
I better go check. You keep fidgeting with that monocle. Something's wrong with it. Maybe you need glasses.
No, that's not it. In fact, my vision's 20/20. I had a spare, but a magpie snatched it. A magpie.
If you don't need it...
It's part of my image. I have to keep it pristine, as to convey how thorough I am when it comes...
Seems just a bit pedantic. Don't get worked up so much.
Let me tell you, between Tamara's paints and Manfred's greasy fingerprints...
See you later, Philip.
Have a nice day, Miss Paula.
Then Dad put this suit of armor together himself, out of old scrap. You wouldn't guess it from the way it looks now. This tapestry depicts some sort of medieval battle that went down not far from here. Dad and I used to study it in the evenings, making up names and stories for every one of those nights. Hey, it's that new electric lock. Knowing my dad, he's probably built in some sort of bypass. Maybe his automaton, Pascal, will be able to help me? There's Pascal, my dad's automaton assistant. A bit perturbed at the moment. Seems like he's missing some components. One of the ocular lenses at our son. A vocal modulator. A speaker, in other words. You don't have your anti-gravitational module. Here you are, Pascal. I'm gonna fix you up in no time. Let's see what's missing. Dad really did a number on you. I'll need some new parts. One of the ocular lenses at our son. A vocal modulator. You don't have your... Someone has been brewing coffee in here. I'm guessing this stuff is his fuel. I'll help myself with a cup of coffee. Shucks, it's gone cold. Gerimski's Jewess with Oranges. A prized possession. Tamara praises it as an example of Polish realism. For me, it just evokes this heavy feeling. Now that's a sturdy piece of wood. The wardrobe is so heavy it's almost a bunker. It would be a... The radio's ancient and run down, but this used to be Tamara's paint stand. I can only imagine what terrible abuse it went through. I'll always be in awe of Tamara's talents. That's Tamara, a real Renaissance woman. A painter, a poet, a fashion icon, and most importantly, my dear friend. The dining room is on the other side of those windows. I don't need to haul a broken radio with me. The speaker, on the other hand, looks just fine. I love tinkering with stuff like that. Who knows when it may come in handy. I got this speaker off of a disassembled. It should work. Tamara, could you take your utensils? I need to take the core module from that generator.
Oh no, Pola, please. I'm in the middle of...
Why not just move them somewhere?
Oh, I wish. As you can see, I broke my paint stand.
Fine, fine.
Of course, and...
Tamara!
Well, look who graced us with her arrival.
Never. I had to check back home eventually. I'm glad I flew in just in time to catch you. How's it going in the world of art?
I've just had an exhibition in France. The people over there are a bit, preoccupied with the recent political turmoil. Valkyria's army came down from Belgium and now...
Yeah, this sort of thing leaves little time for artistic expression.
Indeed. I think I'll focus on creating for now. Paint some... You know, you still have to pose for me for that...
Maybe another time. I need to talk to my... How come you chose Sulislav as your favorite place to work?
It is just so peaceful in here. I found out about it from my aunt. She lives in
She wanted to get rid of you, huh?
Maybe. Fortunately, your dad has more patience for my... Mostly because he spends most of his time locked away in his workshop.
Are those your paints hovering in that anti-grav generator?
Yes! I found it lying around, and since my actual paint stand got broken in half, I
can't decide if that's brilliant or just a
It wouldn't be art without a bit of transgression, love.
Can't argue with you on that. Gotta go.
I'll be here if you need...
It's one of Einstein's anti-gravitational field generators. That big glowy bit is just a field diffuser. All the real work is done, which Tamara is using as a paint. I would need something to connect the broken parts of this. I've placed this cup of coffee on top of an open engine. What could go wrong? Let's give that engine a spin. It may not be flight ready, but it sure makes for a great beverage warmer. Are there simpler ways of heat? Do they involve operating heavy machinery? Here's your coffee. Careful, it's hot.
Danke. Ouch! Even the hand... Wait! That's it! Thermal I should put in some ceramic heat sinks over the engine.
I take it you don't need duct tape for that?
Nein, you can have...
A dirty, greasy... I'll take that duct tape now.
Just remember, it's a powerful tool.
One of Dad's... Philip has a small handkerchief in his back pocket. He uses it to clean his... Which, may I add, doesn't... Philip will notice his handkerchief missing. Maybe I could switch it for something else. There. Philip's in for a nasty surprise.
What the? My monocle! I tried to wipe a little speck off it, but the cloth...
Hand it to me. I'm sure I can figure out a way to...
That would be a
There, good as new. Tamara, I'll put your paints back here and relieve the anti...
Oh, thank you, Pola.
Well, let me take this anti-grabs core module and find it a more... Can I...
No.
Is the stand doing its job now? You don't mind me turning off the anti-grab?
Oh, it's all good.
Don't
sell yourself short. You always... What would I do without you?
That's what friends are for, Tammy. Besides, do I have to remind you of every time you talk to me out of trouble and... Gotta go.
I'll be here.
Here you are, Pest. Let's see what's... One of the ocular a vocal modulator. You don't have your anti-gravity... This should get rid of the grease. There, it's shining. Here, let me connect that speaker. Say something, Pascal.
So dark. So...
Oh no, are you in pain?
No. I'm...
Okay then. He's still missing some part. Let me put that lens in. There. Blink once if you see me. Or don't. Whichever you prefer. He's still missing some part. Here's your anti-grav drive. You'll be flying in no time. There. Everything should be fine. Get up, Pascal.
Thanks, Paula. I was getting bored. Immobility.
Listen, my dad locked himself in his workshop. Can you help me open the lock?
Sure thing. Just point me there.
Great. What else can you do while we're at it?
I'm quite perceptive, you know, thanks to my internal scanner. I can detect many useful objects in my close proximity. Just ask if you need me to point them out. Other than that, I'm always happy to provide you with my sage advice.
I need some help, Pascal.
Sure.
Do you see anything useful nearby?
Scan initiated.
These windows have quite a nice view on the patio. Hey, Pascal. Let's see how this master key of yours works. Open this door for me.
Sure thing, but I may need a little help.
Remind me, what am I supposed to accomplish here?
The lock needs to be overridden. Connect the color-coded inputs and outputs by spinning the nodes.
Sure.
Override executed. I'm in.
There he is. That's one hefty piece of stone. At the moment, I don't have the authority to liberate these notes from their paperweight prison.
Freedom for the cellulose!
Dad just can't.
Let's just hope none of them turns out to be like...
Yeah, that one was scary. Here we can see my dad, Joseph Zagorski, in his natural environment.
Don't do any sudden movements. You might...
Hi, Dad.
What? Oh, Pola, my goodness, you're here already. Oh, forgive me, honey. I've gotten so caught up in research.
It's okay, Dad. I missed you.
Oh, I've missed you too. Oh, if only the circumstances were better.
What circumstances? You're being cryptic again, Dad.
Yes, sorry. Of course, I'll explain everything. How about we go catch some fresh air, hmm? I think I miss spring's arrival sitting in here.
Sure, lead the way. So, Dad, what is this important discovery you wanted to talk about?
Ah, yes. Where do I begin?
I recall the name. You tried to recreate.
The result of that project you now know as Valkyria.
Wait a second. You're telling me the sentient machine terrorizing Europe was made by you?
Oh, it wasn't always like that. When we built her, it was a computing tool, not a dictator.
Then how did she end up as a mechanical brain with an army?
Babbage's crew. We gave her an ambition to accelerate the betterment of mankind. The best strategy she envisioned was to take control. To that end, she organized herself an army.
How exactly did a machine manage to gain political and military?
While she was stationed in Antwerp, she oversaw the infrastructure, and some considered her the greatest governor in history. Those were the first
So they gave her even more power.
Thus became the Dominion. She was a godly machine to her subjects. Seeing how accurate her predictions became, some started believing Valkyria could see into the future.
Babbage's crew? Wasn't it that group you started with your friends?
They were not just my friends. The members of the crew were some of the most brilliant minds of this century.
Figures, since you started Valkyria together. What happened to the rest of...
First, there was just me and another engineer, a German, very bright. Then along came Jean-Pierre, a brilliant mathematician, and his lady companion, the archivist.
What became of him?
Some time ago, his airship vanished. I thought I'd never hear from them again. But recently, there were some developments about the heart.
What is this heart?
It's a device I created, Valkyria's failsafe, capable of stopping her conquest.
Then why didn't you use it already?
It was too late. Valkyria had already taken... We had to flee. Then Jean-Pierre went missing, and I thought all...
That new research of yours you mentioned in the letter. You were trying to find him.
Very astute of you, Paula. Yes, I believe I've... What's that sound?
Attention, all civilians. This region has been annexed by Valkyria Dominion. Do not resist. Remain calm and rational. You have been taken under the protection of a superior rule.
Oh, they move faster than I predicted. Paula, go to my workshop, find the journal. It's there with Babbage's crew.
But Dad...
I'll buy you some time. Go. You have to retrieve the Brassheart. And Pascal, you know what to do.
Of course. I won't leave her side, Professor.
Move, you two!
Where's that journal?
Professor said it's with Babbage's crew.
What does that even mean? I better take that now. At worst, I can bash it against some loyalist noggin. Dad just can't.
Let's just hope none of them turns out to be like...
Yeah, that one was... A photograph of my dad, with a bunch of his scientist friends. The description reads, Babbage's crew, 1911, Leopold's... There's an empty space behind that photo. The journal is with Babbage's crew. Of course. This is not what I expected.
It's a microfiche. Hand it to me. I can read those. Wow! There's a bunch of stuff here. Lots of calculations, some geographic data. Gonna take a while to read it all.
Skim it. We're short on time.
Okay. It says, your father, he got coordinates. The first piece of the heart should be there.
What do you mean, the first?
I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. The Brassheart. Your father was contacted by someone named Earl Grey. They said that they hid the second part in Monaco, and they wait for further instructions. We should find them too. Maybe they'll know where the third piece is.
Earl Grey is not a real name. Never mind, we'll worry about that later. For now, we gotta get out of... A somewhat abstract depiction of...
I remember Tamara painting it. The professor gave some very specific instructions about...
A somewhat...
I remember... Open up!
This palace has been seized by the Valkyrie.
Never! I will not let you here in your filthy boots. You'll make a mess here, ruin the carpets, over my dead body.
Philip will kill me when he finds out.
Worry about him later, please. For now, just smash that window.
Pola! Oh God, you're okay.
Tamara, where's my dad? I have to get him here.
There's no way. He's surrounded by the front entrance. Manfred has already warmed up the airplane. Make a beeline.
What about you?
My motorbike is nearby. I'll sneak past the attackers.
You have an aunt in Monaco, right? Get there as fast as possible. You have to find someone named Earl Grey. And a device. A part of a mechanical heart.
What? Why?
There's no time. I'll contact you as soon as possible.
Where will you go?
The Himalayas. Long story. Go! Get out of here!
Ah, Professor Zagorski. It's been a while, old friend.
Mr. Ludwig Durr, tell your thugs to get...
It's Commander now, not Mister. Be rational, Joseph. We can solve this.
We were beyond that a long time ago, you traitor.
You're the treacherous one, Joseph. You've turned your back on your own.
The future will judge that, I think.
I know the future, Joseph. Valkyria has seen it. Its inevitability, its trajectory, its
I've never shared your determinant.
As much as I'd love to sit down and discuss philosophies, I have... Answer me just one question, and we'll be on our way. Where is the Brassheart?
Oh dear. Not one of our greatest landings, I have to say.
Yeah. Sorry. Manfred? Manfred! What's happening?
I think I've broken my leg, and I can't open the cockpit.
Looks like the wing is blocking the way. We'll get you out.
Hang in there, Manfred.
The poor thing won't be spinning anytime soon.
It's still very sturdy, though. Maybe we'll find a new use for it.
A yak station?
Wow. I've never seen one in real life. It's such an efficient way to connect all these secluded towns in the mountain areas. Shame it never caught on.
This little screwdriver looks so... Maybe I can adopt it.
Are you trying to make me jealous?
A screwdriver. My favorite tool to screw up drives. A simple weather vane. The arrow should... It's way too high to...
Maybe there's a way to bring it closer.
Pascal, could you activate this for me?
I got nothing. The mechanism...
As much as it pains me to say it, not everything can be fixed with just a screwdriver.
My guess is that the yak's battery used to be here. Just a little wiggle and... It's opened. A rope ladder. Standard issue for every airplane, just in case you need to dramatically hang on to it during a... This is it! It has to be Jean-Pierre's airship.
Let's go and explore.
I'm not much of a religious type. Thanks, I guess. It's all that's left of the... Now I can climb down there safely.
I'm really scared of heights.
How? You're levitating above the ground all the time.
Yes. And
It's not like this guardrail was that secure anyway. It's all that's left of the railing. Down we go.
oh, looks like the loyalists got here first.
We should give the wreck a... Hopefully they've left something useful behind.
What's this? Oh, postcard.
Casino Palace. That's Monaco, isn't it? Tamara's aunt lives there.
Dearest, the palace is really beautiful. I wish you could see it.
E.g.
Extra grubby.
Elusive gorilla? Earl Grey! I should tell Manfred about... It's a broken barometer.
I guess it just couldn't handle.
The gauge won't be of much use, but the needle looks fine. I'll take any pointer I can get. A fat to almost fully charged power cell. I don't think the Loyalists will mind if I borrow their power cell. Or, more precisely, there, the laser's working again. Let me just put it right here. Could you help me with this?
This can work. Not to mention it will give me an excuse to use the laser. Let's put this baby to use.
Here we have a wooden board cut into two halves with a laser beam. Isn't technology wonderful? I still need that. Seems like the loyal. Here, that should hold the beam for now. Now let's just slowly lower the jack. Carefully.
Please don't crush us. Please don't crush us. It works.
Valkyria's.
We must have given them a right. Oh, and look, the lasers come.
Hang in there.
We've come to the rescue, Manfred. You're safe now.
Define safe. We're in the...
Shush, you're being dramatic.
Not really.
Thought so. How's your leg?
I think it got broken during the landing. I can't walk like that.
I should be able to salvage something.
You know where to find me.
Will this suffice?
Ah, yes. It's the proper length. So, you just have to tie them together with something elastic, and the splint's ready.
Let's put some tape on you. For an improvised splint, it looks okay.
Thank you, Paula. I should be able to limp around for now.
You look like a pirate. You're just missing a parrot.
Care to fill the role?
Paula wants a cracker. You know, I've seen some comfy-looking chairs near...
Certainly beats laying around. I'll waddle over there in a bit.
Such a shame.
Loyalists are gonna pay for that. I worry it might fall on me if I touch it. But this much damage to the plane, it... Manfred's here already? How did I not see him passing me? Can you reach that weather vane for me?
It's a bit too high for me, Paula. My anti-grav can only lift me about 2 meters up.
That's inconvenient. Hey!
Sorry.
It's not that kind of...
The Yak station controls should be up and running now.
Done and done.
Wow! I did not expect a terminal here.
This panel controls the takeoff authorization.
So, I just have to...
Yep. Just follow the protocol and set the clock according to today's date. In our...
Obviously.
Let's try.
Warning, clock mechanism is malfunctioning. Fixing the clock.
Oh, right. It looks like the clock is missing its hands. It looks like the clock is missing it. Okay, I've accessed the controls. I'm sure I can figure... It looks like the... That will do for the hour hand.
The clock is still...
It doesn't make sense. Couldn't they just write down the time? The Yak won't... Perhaps there's some way to control it. I need you back, little cell. But first, Pascal, would you mind turning off the console? Just to be on the safe side.
If you disturb it any further...
I guess...
Darn. This means a change of plans. This metal beam...
I need some help, Pascal.
Sure.
Do you see...
Scan and...
I need some help, Pascal.
Sure.
Any ideas of...
I'm pretty sure you've cleaned this place out.
Thanks.
Happy to... Such a shame. It was...
Loyalist. Done. Yak. This will come in handy. I need you back, little cell. The Yak station controls should be up. Let's try. It fits! Now I should be able to set a specific minute.
Clock's fixed. Now I need to get the time right.
The departures from the Yak station are scheduled at 7. Unless stated otherwise, the decree C41 applies from Thursday to Sunday and delays the schedule by 15, except for the days on every first weekend of each month. Decree C4. Note, the Yak
It doesn't make sense.
I need some help, Pascal.
Sure. What do you need?
Any ideas on what to do around here?
Panel's instructions sound confusing. Read them carefully. Make sure if today's date falls under this C41 directive, whatever that may be.
So, I just have to figure out the correct conditions?
Yep. Just follow the protocol and set the clock according to today's date. In our year, that is.
Right, so what is today's date exactly?
Saturday, March the 1st.
And what should I do next?
We could use that big mechanical yak to escape the mountains. Figure out how to raise that gate, and we're good to go.
If it were that simple, I wouldn't ask you. Do you see anything useful nearby?
Scan initiated. This panel? Yep.
Obviously.
Let's try.
Note the
It doesn't make sense. When did you get here?
A moment ago.
But you were just...
I just, walked. You must have missed me.
Right. Any idea as to where we are?
Considering the airship coordinates, as well as the scenery, I'd say somewhere in...
That's not very specific. There was this one thing I found in the airship. A postcard from Monaco. It shows a photo of this casino.
Isn't that where the journal said to look for Earl Grey? Show piece of my heart? This may be referring to another part of the device from the journal.
You think so?
Look at this question. What's the weather like by the Baltic Sea? And the answer... must be a call.
You mean like a password?
Yeah, to identify.
Remind me, please. What day is it today?
Oh no! Did you hit your head? You are experiencing memory loss. We need to take you to a doctor.
No,
Let's see. We were flying throughout. It would be Saturday, March the 1st, local time.
That's all I needed. Thanks.
So, the good news is, I've managed to get the Yak Station controls running.
And the bad news?
It's utter nonsense. The gate will only open at one specific time. However, instead of just telling me what that...
No, Paula, don't get hasty. I'm sure there must be some clues in there that would get you on the right track, so to say.
Oh, like a cross-examination.
Exactly, Pascal. Use a deductive technique.
What are you two talking about?
It's simple. We should check if the different directives depend on or exclude one another.
Gonna get back to it.
I'm counting on you.
Let's try.
Invalid time for departure. Valid time for departure. Rise in the gate. You're welcome.
The gate's raised up. Finally. I need you back, little cell. But first, Pascal, would you mind turning off the console? Just to be on the safe side. There's nothing here but cables. There, done. Yak is working again. Okay, let's go. Onward, beast.
Hey, wait for me. Wunderbar, a town. I wouldn't handle much more yuck riding.
What was that? Sounded like...
I'll have a look around.
As you wish. I'll catch up to you. Just need to rest for a bit after...